against my blade. I see the moorings have been cut. What about the harbor chain? We're aboard my ship and I have my crew. What about the harbor chain? If it's still in place, this will be a very short trip. The Mad Maiden is faster than any ship in the Dreadsail's armada. We'll get there in time. And then Sea Lord Nalos and I will have words. Sharp, bloody words. Wait below deck until we dock. The rest of you, weigh anchor! Set sail for Vastir! Everyone, to your stations. Mercenary, get below decks and stay out of the way. Next port, Vastir!
Hold them back. Let no dreadsails get past your blades.
The siege has begun. Quickly, to Sir Stefan's side. They're on the run. We'll deal with these lordling. Gilded blades, forward!
Friend, we need to find my father.
To the cathedral! We'll be safe there!
There. Father, how goes the battle?
Not well. The city's been overrun. I'm glad to see you and Stefan. We could use your strength. My knights and the druids have been holding their own. But the sea elves, they arrived in such numbers. I need you to find the archdruids. I think the Dreadsails are hunting them. We heard some of their warbands talking. Something about finding the druid relics. I'm glad for the warriors, but did they have to bring their damn religion into my city too? Anyway, I need you to find archdruids Revol and Elec. Keep them safe. I'm not sure about Revol, but I saw archdruid Elec heading for the old druid tunnels. Follow those, and you should find him. Lord Bacaro and I are taking people to the cathedral. Besides the castle, it's the most defensible place in the city. Head east, and you'll find an entrance to the old druid tunnels. Damn things were here long before we built the city. If you find Elec and Revol, send them to the cathedral. We're gathering all the non-combatants there for their safety. Not long. We're holding our own, but the city wasn't built to withstand an armada of this magnitude. The castle and cathedral will endure at least. The rest? I fear we'll be looking at rubble before long if we don't turn back the invaders. We're better off than we would have been if we'd been surprised, and the extra warriors help. The bastards would have taken Bastir quickly without them. We had defenders and a bit of foresight. That at least gave us a fighting chance. Bastir was built atop an old Druid settlement. The tunnels that extend below the foundations of the city are all that remain of it. Some of them have collapsed over time, but many are still passable. There's an entrance just up ahead to the east.
Send the wounded and any non-combatants to the cathedral. They'll be safe there.
Damn these bloody Reavers!
Time to bring the lightning!
These are the tunnels my father mentioned. The Sea Elves are already here. We must find Archdruid Alec.
Nothing in your hair. Is it over?
Damn, no sign of Archdruid Alec. He must have been chased out. Let's keep going.
Away, Sea Elves! I will not fall to you!
Archdruid Alec, take heart, we're with you!
This is gonna be fun.
Thank you. I couldn't hold out
You're
much longer.
dangerous, huh?
Oh, thank you. My strength almost left me at the end. But I failed. I wasn't able to stop them from taking our sacred seed. It's gone. I don't know. We got separated. But they're going after Raval as well. You have to find him. We cannot let the Firesong lay claim to all three of the sacred seeds. There's no telling what would happen. The House of the City Gods? Yes, of course. I'll head there immediately. The walls should offer adequate protection. Now go. Help Archdruid Raval. Well, they've barricaded the main streets, but there's a shortcut to the west and up the stairs. Head that way and see if you can find him. And may Ifre protect you, outsider. Be careful. You have the strength of mountains, but even the sea can wear down stone. Ifre's grace guide you quickly to Raval's side. Not that I saw, but everything happened so quickly. We were running, and there was so much chaos. Raval is quick, though. He wouldn't be brought low so easily. He must have gotten away unscathed. I just don't know how long he can continue to do so. Most of them were scattered throughout the city once the attack began. Many are helping the House Mornard Knights defend against the Dreadsails. I'll gather everyone I can who isn't fighting on my way to the cathedral.
Archdruid Alec, allow me to escort you to the cathedral. Friend, I'll rejoin you once the Archdruid is safe.
Well, look who you found. Care for another blade at your side?
Mainlander champion! Face me and die!
Nuts! Time to pay for turning the Dread Sails into traitors! When you're ready.
Tear you apart!
Help me win!
I cannot fall! I am Sea Lord Nuddles!
That's for my brother, you
I want
worthless
more.
eel.
Who
And
else can we
for
smack
our
around?
king.
Archdruid Orlaith, return the sacred seeds.
Let Raval and the seeds go, Orlaith!
You have lost, Raval. Today your blood allows the dream to come to pass.
Druidkin, you must protect free.
Silence!
Not Raval! Damn you!
A new age of green begins here.
Father! No!
When next we meet, you will bow to me, the new Druid King.
No! No! Help me! We have to dig them out!
You barely escaped the collapse. Gods, how did this happen?
I still can't believe what happened. I thought it would be years until I assumed my father's title. I'm not. I don't think I'm ready. Green preserve us. First Archdruid Raval and now my father. My father's under all that rubble. Please, you have to help me. There must be No, you're wrong. You must be. Stand there if you like, but I won't abandon them. I refuse to leave them. My father, Archdruid Raval, even Archdruid Alec, all gone. This can't be. How could this happen? Small comfort to the survivors. And to the dead. Apologies, my friend. I need a moment to collect myself. There are things to do, but I saw Sarah Vane go toward the gate. Find her before she vanishes. We could still use her help.
you won the day. The city is safe. Doesn't feel much like a victory, though, does it? Did you talk to the Lordling? I doubt he's faring well. Death always cuts the softest ones deepest. I'll try not to celebrate Nalos' demise too loudly. My people are like a pack of wild dogs. With a strong leader to guide us, we'll fight to our last breath. But without one, our fury dissipates. Once Sea Lord Nalos fell and the Firesongs abandoned them, the remaining Dreadsails fled. You've bigger things to worry about than my intentions, but the Lordling is right. You do need me. Look, you helped recover my ship and crew, helped me kill Nalos. Why don't you head to the castle? Check on the Lordling. I'm not going anywhere. Death should never make anyone happy. Sea Lord Nalos had to die. Simple as that. Am I glad that my blade tasted his blood at the end? Yes. I had a vow to fulfill, and now it's done. To King Orgnum, yes. And to my brother. I hope Nalos saw my brother's face as we cut him down. Now go take care of your own, mercenary. I'm sure the Lordling could use a friend right now.
Hey, what are you... Gods!
Yeah, up we go!
Please, I'm looking for Dame Fada. She was with the knights protecting the cathedral district during the attack.
We're still sorting this all out. As soon as I have...
I really should set up another chat with the local...
I got Sir Stefan to return to the castle. Talk to me before you go see him. Horrible. So much death, so much suffering. Young Stefan lost 2 fathers today, and the city lost even more. I keep asking myself why I survived when so many others perished. But I wanted to talk to you before you go in to see Sir Stefan. That is unclear. He lost a father today, as well as a mentor that was just as precious to him. We may have won this battle, but Archdruid Orlaith has all 3 sacred seeds. Speak with Stefan, Count Monard, now. He must decide how we move forward.
There you are. I apologize for my behavior earlier. So much death and destruction this day. I can't believe my father and Archdruid Raval are gone. 2 men who shaped me, snuffed out like 2 candles in a strong wind. And now Archdruid Orlaith has all 3 seeds. By the green, what are we to do? That's some good news. Focusing on what we've won rather than what we've lost is the only way to not fall into despair. Vastir still stands, safe because of our efforts. And though we've been dealt a terrible blow, all hope is not lost. By honoring the legacy of my 2 mentors, my father and Archdruid Raval, now that Vastir is safe, we can concentrate on stopping the Firesong. But before that, you helped save my city from utter ruin. Take this, with my heartfelt thanks. Dozens of people lie dead in the cathedral's rubble, including my father. I know I must carry on. Yet Archdruid Orlaith, she also took my mentor, the person I counted on my whole life. She murdered Raval. We must end Orlaith's madness. Somehow. I can't leave Vastir. Someone has to pick up the pieces, and that responsibility now falls on me. Find Druid Laurel. She needs to know that Archdruids Raval and Elec are dead. That Orlaith and the Firesong have the sacred seeds. She told us as the cathedral collapsed. She's going to proclaim herself the new Druid king. But while she has the seeds, she still needs the sower. Free has a part to play in all this, but they'll need your help. Find them, friend. Keep them safe. Laurel and Free remained at Glimmertarn to direct Stonelore stragglers and to avoid the Firesong. Make speed, friend. If Archdruid Orlaith seeks the sower mentioned in the dream, both Laurel and Free are in danger. I can't bear to lose Laurel, too. As much as I want to confront Archdruid Orlaith at your side, I have responsibilities. I'm heir to my father's title, and his duties. From this day forth, I must think of the people of Galen first. They need to see that House Mornard still stands. Is there anywhere I can guarantee Free safety? Archdruid Orlaith laid siege to Vastir to get the sacred seeds. She will come for Free. I trust Laurel to make sure Free isn't easy to find, but that puts Laurel in danger too. Yes, of course. Laurel is a close friend. I doubt Orlaith would harm Free. She thinks she needs the spirit. But we saw how Orlaith deals with anyone who interferes with her ambitions. I don't want to see Laurel share Raval's fate. Obviously it had something to do with the quake we experienced, but why only one structure fell, I just don't know. It does show that the volcano is becoming more dangerous. Raval said it was because the Firesong were neglecting their duties. Until recently, Firesong druids rarely left Ifilon. They communed with Mount Firesong's spirit, singing it back to sleep when it grew restless. Or so I was taught by the Stonelore. They've always been secretive about their vigil on Ifilon. Mount Firesong has rumbled my entire life. I wonder if it was the stirring of the volcano that woke Orlaith instead. The dream of Kasserine mentions the mountain. Perhaps it was the sign she was waiting for.
Just last fall.
You weren't in the cathedral when it, No,
Places like this make me remember how small I am. You know, in the grand scale of things.
Friend, what news of Vastir? Why are the spirits of the island in such distress? The very spirits all around us cry out in fear and sorrow. Even Free says they sense a change in the sacred seeds. Tell me about the battle in Vastir. Is Stefan all right? I fear something terrible has happened. Archdruid Raval is dead? I knew something had gone wrong. The spirits of nature that surround Glimmertarn were acting so strangely. But if the Archdruids are dead, what happened to the sacred seeds? Blight and damnation. Free told me they sensed the seeds stirring, moving. I couldn't think of any good reason to account for that, and neither could Free. But what about Vastir? Does the city still stand? At least something good has come of all this. But poor Stefan. His father wasn't a friend to the Druids, but he mostly left us alone, unlike some of his predecessors. Free said they felt the seeds calling. Maybe they can help us track them down. I knew this had to do with the prophecy, the dream of Cassarain. But for anyone to proclaim themselves the Druid King, even an Archdruid, it's just unheard of. That isn't how it's supposed to work. Talk to Free. See if they still sense the seeds. I don't know. And our other Archdruids died in the attack on the Dreyfa. At some point, I'll need to send for an Elder or Archdruid from High Isle. But for now, we're on our own. In the meantime, I'll do my best to lead the way Raval taught me.
That which dreamed through seasons uncounted now awakens. The sacred seeds sing to me. Together now, they find their voice. They tell me to come to them. Soon, I must answer. You do not hear their song? I hear it. Yes, I can guide you to the seeds. They are my purpose. I cannot be kept from my purpose. Bound. Yet, there is choice. What is your purpose? In the direction of the rising sun. The point on the isle where that first happens. I will help you find the seeds and keep them safe until crown, staff, and gauntlet must flower. That time is soon. It is not for me to tell seeds not to grow. Go, friend, toward the sunrise, toward the song. I will walk with Druid Laurel, and we shall meet you by the sanctum of the last Druid King, Ivyheim. No, before they were distant, quiet, whispers and dreams. Now that the seeds are together, they stir again. They are finding their voices, remembering what they are, calling out to me. Seeds cannot unsprout, even if I ask them nicely. The seeds are together. I do not think they will want to part again, not before crown, staff, and gauntlet are regrown. If this is the appointed season, the seeds will grow. If it is not, no power can make them act against their nature. It would be wrong for Orlaith to take crown, staff, and gauntlet. Bad. But it is also wrong to deny growth when the season is upon them. How can I choose between wrongs? I have not learned to do that.
Go on ahead. Free and I will meet you near Ivyhain. Firesong coming and going as bold as you please. Or late as up the sun. Be careful. There are more Firesong druids here than I expected. Archdruid Orlaith must be planning something big to bring this many of her circle from Ivalon. Free senses the seeds within the Veil. After all the trouble Orlaith caused to get them, she won't let them out of her sight. There's a door at the heart of Ivyhain. A place of the Druid King. It hasn't been opened in centuries. Maybe she's there? The Ivy Throne, or so the legends say, where the last Druid King held court. If she really seeks to become the new king, that's a good place to start. You and Free check out the door while I scout the rest of the Vale. I'll catch up with you later. While I take a look around the rest of the Vale, you and Free find the door to the Ivy Throne. It's east of here, almost to the coast. We need to find Archdruid Orlaith and recover the sacred seeds. Good luck, friend. For all my time studying the history of Druid King Kasserine, that's been one of my primary questions. Is the Ivy Throne a metaphor? Is there an actual throne, like the one High King Emmerich sits upon? We just don't know for sure. Because so many of our records have been lost. The Druids were almost wiped out a number of times in our history, and the Druid King's sanctum in Ivyhain has been sealed since his death. No one has passed through that door in countless seasons. We shouldn't take any chances. Orlaith has accomplished things we never expected. If she made her way to the Ivy Throne, or whatever waits behind that door, we need to find out. And Free might sense something, like they did at Cloage.
Don't mess with a street. would be quite the picture.
The seeds are near. Their master calls. Be cautious. We will soon be upon them.
Yay, us!
The seeds. Archdruid Orlaith approaches. Hide, friend of Laurel. Hide! Here, behind this rock.
The throne hall remains closed, Archdruid. The seeds won't open the door.
We've wasted enough time here. I must return to Ifilon. Use every druid we brought here and find the sower. The seeds must be regrown. I'll sit upon the ivy throne when I am crowned king.
The seeds. Gone. So close, but now out of reach. Archdruid understands nothing. The seeds cannot be commanded. They must be asked. Invited. I sense another song here. Very old. It calls to me. Long ago, mortal hands taught the stones of this place a song. A promise. A greeting. Not a song for mortals. A song for me. Yes, the sealed door that Laurel spoke of. The door the Firesong Archdruid could not open. At the top of these steps. The song of this place calls to me. There must be a way inside. Let us find it. Locked by ancient power, but the stones sing me the key. Find the 3 druid stones nearby and wake them, moral friend. Listen to the song only I can hear. Find the 3 druid stones and awaken them. On the hills around us, search north, west, find, turn. Then the door will open. Open for me. Yes, friend of Laurel. Powerful magic anchored by druid stones. I hear them. They are not far. Find the stones and awaken them. 2 north, 1 west. Let them know I am here. Then the door will open for me. as the song grows louder.
Magister Erin about this one. Anyone else?
The sooner the better.
The door should open.
Big mistake.
Let us go inside, friend of Laurel. I have never been here, yet it feels familiar. These stones were told to remember King Kasserine, and to wait for me. Yes, the song is louder in here, more insistent. It wants to fulfill its purpose, like me, like the seeds. The song is from King Kasserine's season, but it is not from the Druid King. Not exactly. A little. His voice calling me from the green. The song of his magic. Strong and good. He gave me into the care of the weirds before my eyes ever opened to the light of this world. They tended me while I dreamed, until the Firesong woke me. Understanding. I was summoned to quicken the seeds, crown, staff, and gauntlet, but I do not know why King Kasserine made them sleep. So how can I know when to wake them? We should explore. Learn. I will follow you. The song I feel in these old stones, it comes from somewhere ahead. We should keep going. Explore. Listen. Learn. I sense spirits called from the green, bound into the shapes of fawns and darker forms to defend this place. They may not know me. They have waited a very long time, forgotten themselves and grown wild. Be careful, Laurel friend. The song calls to me. Touch the note, Laurel friend. Druid King. The song is clear now. Above us, toward the rising sun. The Ivy Throne. Careful, friend of Laurel. I sense a powerful guardian nearby. The song is strong here. Touch the moat and see what I see.
This stone tablet records Castlerain's final dream. Dark betrayal followed by seeds of hope. We have punished the guilty, stricken their names. To heal we forget, but the sower must remember. Enter the garden.
Come, friend of Laurel. The garden is this way. Why did the song lead me here? Touch the moat, Laurel friend.
I prepared a cauldron and planted 3 herbs in this garden. The sower knows the elixir of Ifre's thoughts. Mix, drink, and see what I saw the day the Druid King died.
I am the sower, and I remember this elixir. Come talk with the Elder foresaw this day, when I would be drawn to his song, and that I would not be alone. This elixir, it is the same as a potion the weirds used to commune with me while I slumbered. It connects the now to the then, the here to the there. Though I slumbered, I learned much from my time with the weirds. They would drink the elixir and commune with me, teach, talk, listen. Gather herbs from each part of the garden, and I will create the elixir. It will show us what the Elder wants us to see. We will become a dream, a memory, and in that way, we will remember. But it is you who must drink. Only a mortal vessel can understand a mortal memory. I will see, too, through you. Foxglove. A mere pinch weakens the boundary between now and then. Fawn's tongue. A potent ward against evil. Death bell. A taste lets you dream with your eyes open. Good. Something else is needed. Something of mine. Now drink. Together, we will walk in Elder Avon's memories.
Elder Avon, I need your help. The day I hoped to avert is upon us. A hunger for power will destroy everything we hope to build here in the archipelago. Now druids slay druids, fighting over a throne like the very elves we left behind on the mainland. I must end this. Has it been so long since you served as my apprentice, Avon? Have you forgotten the Temple of Ipholon? Our misguided brothers and sisters defile this most hallowed place with their violence. Followers of the All-Wither among the Firesong Circle. While most of that circle serve the cycle of creation, those who revere the All-Wither worship only death and decay. They seek to seize the Ivy Throne, to lead us into an age of unending darkness. I must return my regalia, crown, staff, and gauntlet, to Y'ffre. The season of the Druid King must end, for now. Meanwhile, we need to make preparations so my dream comes to pass. Escort me to Elder Verlene in the ritual chamber. This ends today. The ritual chamber lies to the south. Take the passage that leads up. Be on your guard, old friend. The followers of the All-Wither are already inside the temple. We must return the regalia to Y'ffre before they stop us. From seeds were the crown, staff, and gauntlet called forth. To seeds we must return them. You have heard my dream, Avon. How the sower will one day awaken, once the schism that divides our people is finally mended. You're sure you're all right, Avon? The dream is my prophecy of two futures, one good, one bad. The sower is the key, a spirit I called from the green and left in the care of the Weirds. Free. You must prepare the message for them, as we discussed. These troubled times confuse even me, my friend. Verlene is my closest counselor. A loyal Firesong, all too familiar with the threat posed by those sworn to the All-Wither. He is in danger too, from those who call him a traitor to their cause. I knew the followers of the All-Wither opposed my decision to choose your successor. Still, I expect much bloodshed.
I am with you, Laurel friend. You are Elder Avon. And there is King Kasserine. I remember him.
Up here, Avon. Elder Verlene waits in the ritual chamber.
The Druid King is older, careworn. Many seasons passed since you left me with the Weirds.
Begin the ritual at once, Elder Verlene. Elder Avon, I require your assistance.
If you are certain, my king.
The Temple of Ipholon. I hear its song, even in this dream.
Elder Verlene has the regalia, and will begin the ritual. I hope that when I laid down my authority, when I left the throne for the forest, the shadow over our people would have passed. Now I see that more is required. Will you aid me, old friend? Remember everything you see, Haven. When the prophecy is fulfilled and a new king arises, the seeds must be brought here and blessed by the sower I spoke of in my dream. You must preserve this moment to instruct the sower. Now, go help Verlene. We need the light of the moons to shine upon the sacred pools in this chamber. Mara's tear and Shandar's sorrow must witness and sanctify our deeds this night. Elder Verlene can tell you what to do. I must prepare myself.
I fear the Druid King is making a mistake. These symbols are gifts from Ifre. For centuries, our kings have worn them with wisdom and mercy. I begged Kasserine not to take them from those who come after us, but he insists. If we must do this, then yes, we need the light of Mara's tear and Shandar's sorrow. On each side of the balcony stands a druid stone. Turn them both to face the sacred pool. That will call the light of the moons to sanctify this place.
To the seeds from whence they came.
This is folly, Kasserine. You leave me no choice. All Wither, guide my blade.
Ah! Betrayed! Why, Verlene? Begone! I banish you! The followers of the All-Wither. More insidious than I thought. A poisoned blade in the hand of a trusted friend. This proves I was right. Crown, staff, gauntlet. They must return to the green. You must help me, Haven. Gather the sacred seeds. Help me summon Erdir the Guardian. A powerful ally for the sower. A protector to ensure that only a worthy king regrows the seeds. Then give one seed to each druid circle to guard, to keep. Oak to Elder Tide, Rowan to Stone Law, Ash for the Firesong untainted by the All-Wither. One last thing. Go to the Ivy Throne. Seal it. No one must enter until the sower awakens. Thank you, my old friend. Take the seeds. Go to the center of the chamber. Touch the mote of light. Touch the mote to begin the summoning. I will do the rest. Erdir is a spirit from the green. It will protect this place until a new druid king arises. Erdir will keep its vigil until the sower decides the season of the seeds has come again. That task I leave in your hands. Rally the circles against those who follow the All-Wither. Defeat them. Bind them in the mountain. Then, let them be forgotten. There can be no healing while druids seek power and harm one another. Touch the moat to begin. Touch the moat, and I will summon Erdir the Guardian. Farewell, friend. This temple will deliver the seeds and seal the Ivy Throne.
From the then to the now. Come, let us speak of what we saw. Dream. Memory. I walked with Elder Avon just as you did. I saw the one who called me from the green. Kasserine, the Druid King. I understand much more now. Was not Erdir the Guardian wonderful? Wild and fierce. A spirit called from the green, like I was. It is bound to protect crown, staff, and gauntlet. The Firesong risk much to awaken its anger. Erdir waits, as I did. The Firesong must return the seeds to the place we saw in the then, the Temple of Ifilon. I know how to call Erdir. A song of defense. It is my choice. Perhaps she may think she can bind Erdir, command it with crown, staff, and gauntlet, but King Kasserine told some spirits to make their own choices. I am one, Erdir is another. We should find Druid Laurel. She will know what to do next. Druid Laurel studies the old lore, young yet wise. We must tell her what we learned from the Elder's memory. Let us try this passage. I sense gentle wind and open sky beyond. Spirits are bound to purpose. We do not change. But the purpose King Kasserine gave me was to make a choice for him. He could not know how to make the choice, so he did not bind me. I can grow, learn, decide. To know the worthy. I am the sower, but I can choose when to quicken the seeds, and for whom. We saw the same memory. The choices that led the Druid King and Elder Verleen to the temple are forgotten now. But I know the All-Wither. It is of the green, yet it hates what it is. It hungers for what it is not. Some betrayed. Not all. Only those in the grip of the All-Wither. Those are the ones that were stricken, forgotten. The rest were forgiven. I think Orlaith remembers, knows what others forgot, and so sees the dream differently. A path to power. Druid Laurel talked about it. It stands on the island of Ifilon, a cathedral of the green. Long ago, still sacred. Now we know Erdir waits there. I have never been in that place, but I remembered it in the Elder's memory. Firesong druids. Dead. Laurel's staff. Where is Laurel? Take the staff, Laurel friend. She would not leave it unattended. Druid Laurel's staff. I know it well. Hold it for her, please. I do not think she meant to leave it here unattended. I understand the pattern of what occurred. Druid Laurel was scouting, came upon these Firesong druids. They fought. She was overpowered, taken away. The leaves tremble for her. So do I. I no longer sense Druid Laurel nearby. If the Firesong took her, they would go to Archdruid Orlaith, to Ifalon. A ploy, I think, to capture me. I would like to see the City of Stone. Find Laurel friend Stefan. He can help us. Laurel trusts him. Likes him. I will meet you in Vestir, Laurel friend.
Darling who saved Rose and Vaughn, aren't you? Quite the hero.
Please, I'm looking for Dame Fada. She was with the knights protecting the cathedral district during the attack.
We're still sorting this all out. As soon...
Ah, Dulif, our friend returns. But where are Laurel and Free?
Stay your weapons. I bear a message from Archdruid Orlaith.
Very well then. Speak.
Bring the sower to the Temple of Ifalon. If you refuse, Orlaith will complete the prophecy with the blood of her prisoners.
You wouldn't dare.
Archdruid Orlaith will not be denied. Don't make her wait long.
Damn Orlaith and her Firesong. They took townsfolk prisoner before they fled, but we weren't sure why. Now we know. She plans to use them as sacrifices. Damn her eyes. Wait, where are Laurel and Free? Didn't you bring them back with you? Laurel captured? Is there no end to this outrage? Our own forces are still recovering from the siege of Vestir, but even at full strength, we'd be hard-pressed to assault the Firesong on their island. What of Free? Did the spirit return with you? Visions and prophecies, that's what started this chaos. If Orlaith can't get the sower, she'll use the blood of Laurel and my people to make herself the Druid King. Tell me you found something. Give me a reason to hope. I am in sore need of it. A guardian? You bring mixed tidings, friend. I can't bear the thought of Laurel in Firesong hands, but if Free can help us defeat Archdruid Orlaith, I'll swear my house and life to the cause. Thank you. Perhaps we're not helpless after all. The Firesong took captives during the attack on Vestir, and they have Druid Laurel. I must protect my people, but I can't trade one life for another, even many others. Unless... yes, we give Archdruid Orlaith exactly what she demanded. Free is our secret weapon. Dulef will take Free to the Temple of Ifalon just as Archdruid Orlaith demanded. Then, while Free stalls her with this guardian you told me about, you and I rescue the captives from the Firesong, including Laurel. We land on the far side of the island with my knights and free my people while Orlaith conducts her ritual. I'll arrange passage to Ifalon. Find Free and get them to agree to the plan, then meet me at the docks. You'll be well rewarded, friend. Dulif will take Free to a House Monard galleon. He'll escort them to Ifilon and protect them while we rescue Druid Laurel and the others. As for our transportation, we need different arrangements. I'll meet you at the docks soon. Then we still attempt to rescue the captives from Archdruid Orlaith. If Free isn't willing to help, I won't try to force them. We'll do our best without the distraction Free would provide. I plan to hire Captain Siravain's ship. The Mad Maiden is anchored just outside Vastir's walls, and she has no love for the Firesong Druids. Her ship and crew are battle-tested. They'll be perfect for what we need to do. Captain Sirvain strikes me as someone who pays her debts. Without your help, her ship and crew would still be in the Dreadsail's hands, and Sea Lord Nalos would be alive. I might remind her of that. And my generous offer of gold should also help.
Look! The green has not forsaken this blaze of stone. There are flowers, insects, life. Laurel friend, I have been thinking, how can we help Druid Laurel? I do not wish to see her come to harm, but no flowers blossom, no seeds of thought sprout. I am sad. I have grown much since my awakening, blossomed, made friends. Druid Laurel is my friend. What can I do to help? Others would come to harm? Because of me? No. That is not my purpose. That is wrong. But the Archdruid needs me to grow the seeds, to reforge the regalia, to make her the Druid King. That is wrong too. Ah. Understanding cuts like the sun through clouds. Deception. Archdruid Orlaith will try to compel me, force me to do as she wants, not as King Kasserine intended. But Erdir, the Guardian, is there. They will help me. So I will help you. I will go with friend Dulef, give myself to Archdruid Orlaith. Then, I will wake Erdir the Guardian, call them to fulfill their ancient duty. Please, find Druid Laurel, save her. Too much blood has watered these lands already. I am not the same Free who emerged from the Bower. I will not be easily bound by the Firesong or their Archdruid. Not again.
Hello, Free. Are you ready to go to Ifilon with me?
Yes, friend Dulef. I am ready.
We have an agreement, Captain Siravain? You'll get us to Ifilon and we'll do the rest?
We do, Sir Stefan. The skiff at the pier will take you to the Mad Maiden when you're ready.
Captain Siravain and I reached an agreement. She's happy to let me hire the Mad Maiden, especially if she gets another chance to bloody the Firesong Circle. She isn't quite done settling scores. Is Free willing to go to Ifilon? Good. Tell Captain Siravain when you're ready to sail while I gather a few of my knights. With luck, the Mad Maiden can slip us into Ifilon without anyone noticing. We can land at Cinderwash Point. We think they're holding the captives there. Dulef will deliver Free to the Temple of Ifilon. Hopefully by the time we arrive, everyone will be too focused on Free and whatever the Archdruid is doing to pay any attention to us. But be ready, friend. I have no doubt we're in for a fight. Sailing into battle aboard a Sea Elf pirate ship. I never imagined I'd do that. Talk to Captain Siravane when you're ready to board. My knights and I will be right behind you. It's a great hall built into the natural caverns and old lava tubes beneath Mount Firesong. The Druids constructed it after King Kasserine led them to these islands. Archdruid Raval took me there once. Years ago, when I was studying with the Stone Lore. Back then, the Firesong were more connected to the other circles. We only visited the outer chambers. The central area was sealed off long ago, after it became the tomb of the last Druid king.
So the Lord then convinced you to go on this little excursion too? Good. We can use another steady hand. Just try to keep your lunch down once we reach the open water. Just climb aboard the skiff when you're ready, and it will ferry you to the Mad Maiden. Then it's off to Ifilon as quick as the wind will take us. Bear this in mind. On the Mad Maiden, I'm the captain. If I tell you to do something, do it. The Firesong Circle sailed off with at least 3 good Dreadsail warships. I doubt those oyster shuckers know how to handle them, but they're out there somewhere. Plus whatever scows they use to get from island to island. Might be rough seas ahead. If you intend to go to Ifilon with the rest of us, climb in the skiff. The Mad Maiden's anchored just around the point. Otherwise, it's a long swim. My part's simple enough. Get you, the Lordling, and his knights over to Ifilon Island. Then bring anyone you rescue back to Galen. I suppose sailing away and offering them for ransom would be in poor form? Sir Stefan paid me. With the trouble on Galen, there aren't many pickings left for a pirate, but mercenary work, that's looking up. Besides, I could use a port where folk think well of the Gilded Blades. Most places, they try to kill us on sight. On deck and fight them off. Up and out on Gilded Blade.
Ren, let's clear the deck.
Firesong warships on the port beam. Sound the bell, mercenary, then get up here and crew this ballista. Gilded blades, ready the forward ballista.
Burn or drown. The choice is yours.
With a charge of kindle pitch ready. Don't miss.
You defy the Firesong? Fool, you will die on this deck.
You will never retake this ship.
Fight!
Who else would we smack around?
You fight like a sea elf. I'd sail into battle with you anytime. Now stay out of the way and let my gilded blades cut the Mad Maiden free so we can get underway again. Your work here is done, mercenary. Head below and rest up for the fight on Ifalon. The real battle is still ahead of you. My crew can take care of that Firesong scow burning alongside us. The Lordling hired me to get him and his knights to Ifalon, and that's what I'm going to do. We've accounted for the Dreadsail ships the Firesong took from Bastir, but there might be others around. The sooner we're on our way, the better. Never you fear, Go below, mercenary. We can handle it from here.